All right, so I am on the, what do you call it? Path, journey, expedition of finding a single eyeshadow dupe that is a dupe for, where is it? This shade right here in the Pineapple palette by Too Faced. Okay. My favorite shadow in here is the Pineapple Cooler shade. And I don't want to have to buy this eyeshadow palette over and over again whenever I hit pan on that shadow. So I put in a couple orders. Thankfully I was able to get most of these from Ulta. And there are a couple others in here, like there's Natasha Denona over here. I've never tried that brand before, so I'm interested to see. This one I can't even pronounce. Yeah, that one there. Some of the Ulta Beauty shadows, a NYX shadow, and this Terra Moon's shadow. So hopefully this video won't be too terribly long, and also hopefully I will find the dupe that I want. Now the lighting may not be the best in the world, but this is the eyeshadow from that Too Faced palette. This is Pineapple Cooler. I've put it all along my arm so I can just do vertical swatches below it. Hopefully this arm space is enough for all of these shadows, so we shall see. I also know that just because they don't initially look like they will match, based on, you know, how they look and, you know, how they look compared to the one in here. So I will be swatching every single one of these. And like I said, I'm going to try and make this as quick as a process as possible, because while we love watching these really nice long swatching videos, we've also got stuff to do, and we also just want to know and get straight to the point of, is it a match or no? So here we go. Okay, so round one, we tried these Buxom shadows. Okay, and I had some room for the two Anastasia Beverly Hills shadows. Okay, and then here we are. Okay, yeah, there we go. Let's see if we can find decent light. So initially, that very first one on the left there is the Buxom shadow. Here, let me flip these things over so I can tell you the name of the shades that they are. Now, even if some of these are not the exact same shade, I am a sucker for shimmers. So there's a good chance that I may or may not keep them regardless if they match. The sad thing is that I have nowhere to wear makeup. You know, when I'm home, I'm plain faced. So anyhow, so this first one here on the left is God damn that. Okay, there we go. Is called Mink Magnet from Buxom. So far it seems to be a decent shade match, but it's a little bit darker. That one to the right of it, it's going to be too warm. No surprise, its name is Gold Status. The one next to that almost looks like it could match. It's a little bit lighter. It's called Champagne Buzz. Fourth one over is it looks like it could also be a match, more so than Champagne Buzz, and that one is called Style Icon. Okay, next one, most definitely not a match, but it looks like it could match Rose Quartz in one of the Anastasia palettes. That one's called Glitz Factor, and I really like it, so I may end up keeping it anyway, because like I said, I love them so much. Now the one right next to that is obviously a bit too yellow. That one is called All Access. And that's in one of the silver containers of the silver boxes for the eyeshadows. Okay, so next up, Okay, so that one of these two here, the one on the left, this is called Vermeer. I do believe Vermeer is found in the Modern Renaissance palette. And I do believe that it's one that I went through very, very quickly, which is no surprise because shimmers. In regards to the eyeshadow I'm trying to match, it is not a match, and neither is the one next to it, which is called Legend. So I'll be back in a second with a relatively clean arm. We're going to keep that long swatch on there, and I should have enough room for the other single eyeshadows. So we'll see you in a second. Okay, next up we have 3 from Ulta Beauty. I know it doesn't really show the color very well. One from NYX. And side note, is it just me, or do these NYX containers remind you of Jane Cosmetics from back in the day? Let me know, because I'm getting a strong Jane Cosmetics vibe from this little container. This next one here is from Terra Moon's Cosmetics. These next 3 I've never tried before, so it'll be a new sensation. But yeah, there's that one. There's this single here from Natasha Denona, and then this individual one here, which almost looks like it could work as well, which is unfortunate actually, because if this is the only one that really matches, this one is super expensive, and I'm not excited about paying that much for this every time I need more. So yeah, here we go. Yeah, hang on a sec. Alright, my beautiful people, so now we are back from swatching my arms with these 7 here. Yeah, so here we are. I do apologize for the lighting. I'm just using the natural lighting. There's no like other kind of lighting happening here. So I think I may have found 1 or 2 from this selection here. Okay, so this first one on the left is Valentine by Ulta Beauty. It seems to be very close to the amount of shimmer, the tone, and everything else. It seemed to be just a little bit darker than the original, but that's fine. These next 2 are Sunshine and Summer in Paris, and while they look really pretty, they are not what I am looking for at all whatsoever. So those are going to go back. The one next to it that you can barely see, that's the NYX eyeshadow. That's in the shade Pixie. Yeah, that is not at all what I'm looking for. So that's going to go back. This really pretty shimmery one, that's the Terra Moons. Like I said, these last 3, the Terra Moons, Natasha Denona, and the Chantecaille. I took Spanish in high school, not French, so I have no idea how to say that. Anyhow, these are super duper pretty. So, that's kind of a better angle now, isn't it? So yeah, even though that Terra Moon's Cosmetics is not at all a match, it's absolutely stunning and beautiful, and I think I'm going to keep it anyway. The next one is the Natasha Denona. This one is in the shade Moonstone. It's very similar. Very similar. The colors don't look too far off from each other. So I would say that just based on this, we have a good dupe here, albeit a more expensive dupe, but a dupe nonetheless. And it should also be noted that doing all of my, I apologize if the volume was kind of weird, but it should be noted that I did some research, and these are all brands that are, that I read that were on the cruelty-free list. Now it is possible that some of these brands have parent companies that are not, but I'm part of that group that feels, even if the parent company is not cruelty-free, but the company that you're looking at is, that's fine. don't come at me. That's just how I feel on the matter. So, again, I think this Natasha Denona one is a very good match as well. And then finally, this one here, might help. Yeah, Chantecaille, Mermaid eye color. This is in the shade Seashell. It is a little bit more golden than the original eyeshadow. It is super pretty though, so I'm heavily debating on whether or not I should keep it anyway, or if I should, you know, return the eyeshadows that, one, I really don't need, and two, were kind of pricey anyway. So there's that. Now this next shot is going to be of all of the possibles right next to each other so that we can do that final round of really which one is the better one. Okay, so these are the final 6 in the running for being the shade dupe for Pineapple Cooler in the Too Faced eyeshadow palette called Sparkling Pineapple palette, or yeah, Sparkling Pineapple. So here we go. Unfortunately, the only one that's really affordable is the one here from Ulta Beauty. So if that's the case, then you spend $8 on an Ulta Beauty eyeshadow for this really, really pretty shade that is in that palette. So next up, or the next frame or whatever that we're gonna have, is all 6 of these re-swatched underneath the Pineapple Cooler swatch. So here's to hoping one of them is absolutely perfect. Okay, so these 6 have been put next to each other, and here they are. Okay, so we've got again, I am not organized very well because it's been a long time since I've done a video. So yeah. Okay, so left to right, we have, let me find a good maybe, okay, so left to right, we have Buxom, Mink Magnet, Champagne Buzz, Style Icon, and then we have Ulta Beauty Valentine, and then Natasha Denona and Moonstone, and then the French one in Seashell. So these are the 6 finalists. And I'm thinking that Buxom Champagne Buzz might be the winner. So we've got, it's really tough to do this just because they're such pretty and such shimmery eyeshadows, but looking, and you can let me know if you think something different, but based on what I'm seeing here, that second one is matching it the best. Followed by Valentine from the Ulta Beauty, brand. These others are still very, very beautiful. Like the Mink Magnet one, that very first one, that's still a favorite. And they're all really, really nice looking. And I'll come back in a second to say which I'm keeping and which are going back, because if I don't need them, I don't need them. You know what I mean? All right, I'll be right back. Okay, so final decisions. Okay, let's go with these first. So while it was very, very pretty, it wasn't exactly what I needed it to be. So this one in the shade Seashell will be going back to where I bought it from. Wasn't exactly what I was looking for. These two from Anastasia Beverly Hills. We have Legend and Vermeer. While both are very pretty and shimmery and everything I could ask for, again, they are not the shade that I am looking for. This one here from Ulta in Summer in Paris was way too light, as well as let's see, and Sunshine just wasn't what I needed it to be. So both of these are going back. Not to mention this one by NYX. While I'm sure it's pretty if you put it over a matte shadow, it's still not poppy enough for me. I know I'm almost 40, but damn it, I like to have my shimmer when I want my shimmer. So this one is also going to be returned. And then finally, returning this one from Natasha, Denona, and Moonstone. Like the other ones, it's very nice and it's very, very close, but these other shades that I have are closer. Now that closest shade being, I believe it was this one right here. Either way, I had a feeling I was going to keep all of the Buxom shadows anyway, just because I really, really enjoy their formula. So this would be the third customizable palette of theirs that I have that I've done. So we have, yes, so these are the three here that were in the running for the shade that I'm looking for. And damn it, I wish I wouldn't do that. Okay. And looking right at them, that third one looks to be it. Or it may just be the second one. So yeah, I'm keeping all of those. And this one here is the Terra Moons. And while it did not match at all whatsoever, I cannot deny how shimmery the metallic is on this one. So this is Rubidium. I should have done that earlier in the video, but you know, hindsight. And then this one here, this is the, this is Valentine by Ulta Beauty. This was also a very close one. So if I run out and I don't have the money to, you know, go with another Buxom shadow, I know that I can find it in Ulta Beauty's Valentine. Let me take these out real quick so we can go over one more time with what the names are. Okay, so the names of these, we have, all right, let's flip them over. Nope, that's not gonna work. Okay, that's right. Now I'll just lift them up here and hopefully my finger won't dig into them. Okay. So this first one is Mink Magnet. There we go. This is the one that was a really good match for the color, but it was too dark. Now let's move that out of the way so I don't jack up the Terra Moons. And my comforter is going to be so shimmery, my husband's going to wonder what the hell I've been up to today. Alright, this one is the Champagne Buzz, which I think was actually the winner of the dupe for Pineapple Cooler. I honestly think it was followed by this one here, which is Style Icon. And then these others, which are just too pretty to not keep. This one was Glitz Factor. And then you've got, come on. Can you tell it's been a while since I've done a video? We've got Gold Status. And then finally we have, what is this? All Access. So there you have it. So yeah, it was, I do believe it was this one here, that second one. How good is my memory? It's not very good, I don't think. So again, That one was Champagne Buzz by Buxom, followed by Valentine from the Ulta Beauty. So, I think I found my dupe, and I'm very happy that I have found my dupe. So now, when I run out of the shade in this palette, I have background that I can do. And not background, I have a backup. So, I mean, it's already got that nice little divot in there. And now I know that once I finally hit pan on it, I'll be okay. Anyhow, thank you again for popping in. We'll just, you know, unaesthetically throw all of the materials and trash and everything else in a big old pile. Well, not really a big old pile because I kind of want to keep the makeup clean. But yeah, this is it. We're going to send all these back. We're going to keep those. And yeah, so it has been a while since I did last upload a video. If anybody is interested, I will go through, I can do a, you know, a makeup collection video so that, you know, we can see how my collection has increased or decreased. All right, cool beans. Let me know. And yeah.